Right, well, here we are with a different type of video. There are no guitars today. What there is some beautiful wine which was gifted to me as a thank you by my lovely friend Roxy for me looking after her dog for a couple of days, which was very, very nice of her. She didn't have to do that. I've done it out of the goodness of my heart, of course. Because Stella's a lovely old dog, and she's beautiful, and I love kicking a ball around the garden with her. She's hilariously funny. She's got two different colour eyes, which is always interesting. And what else? So yes, Roxy bought me this wine. That's actually what we're talking about. This is Jacques Statler Merlot 2021 vintage. And it's actually, I haven't tried it yet. I haven't had a sip. I'm going to actually make a little pour now. I have poured a little bit, but I haven't tried it, so let's just do a little pour, shall we? If it's really good, I might just save it till Christmas, because I actually don't really drink red wine at this time of the year, mainly because red wine is just not something I would drink this time of the year. It's too warm. I prefer something lighter, something less heavy on the palate, particularly a Merlot. But let's just see. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Unaerated. Very smooth. Oh, it's like smoother than Ace Ventura's hair. And that's going quite far, you know. Anyway, it's very, very, very nice. What would I say about it? I haven't really had a red wine in quite a while, so it's a very difficult one to say. I'm just looking at the bottle. What does the bottle say? Let's see if I agree with the bottle. Aromas of ripe red and blackberries. Yeah, I get the blackberries immediately. That comes out prominently. A little bit, slightly bitterness, but it's followed by the sweet fruit on the palate, which I really, really quite like. Pomegranate and cherry. Okay, cherry I get. Pomegranate, yeah, I don't think I'm getting any pomegranate in here. It's definitely acidic, yeah. It says it offers bright acidity. And fresh, yes, it's definitely fresh. It's actually at the right temperature. I think it's been in a cool environment for a while, given that room temperature at the moment is probably between 24 and 26 degrees Celsius, and I think that's a little bit too high for red wine. This is probably about 21, 22, which is where I would say room temperature should be. This is actually really, really nice. Let me just try and get some more flavour profile into it. Yeah, rich in the blackberry. The blackberries are very prominent. And off the nose you can just get that sort of very complex, not leathery like a Pinotage or a Shiraz, not spicy, but fruity, complex fruitiness. Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. Would I drink a lot of it? Would I drink the entire bottle? No, because I could. I have been known to, but I don't think this one in particular is worth quaffing. It's worth savouring. It's, you know, it could last a couple more years if it were just sitting in your shelf, in your collection. Definitely, I think I'm gonna buy a couple more bottles of this and keep it. No, really, I'm going to keep it, you know. If I want to drink cheap plonk, I'll drink cheap plonk. But this is actually something that's worth savouring, and it's actually a very, very nice wine. I'm trying to work out what else I'm getting from it, but just a zhuzh around the mouth. It's very, very balanced. That's the best thing I can say. It's incredibly balanced. The acidity, the fruit, but the black currantiness is what actually comes out. It comes from the darker berries of you know. I think it comes from the darker. It's just quite nice, and there's no real way of describing it. It's acceptable. It's acceptable to a point at which I would be quite happy to pair that with a nice, I wouldn't say fillet or a fillet, depending on how posh you want to be. But to be quite honest, a nice rump, char grilled, probably quite rare, with like a Madagascan pepper sauce. That's where you want to be going with this. Bit of a good old Madagascan peppercorn sauce. Sip of this, you're going to have a nice time. If you're a vegetarian, sorry, you fucked. But, you know, or if you don't drink wine, sorry, you fucked. Because, yeah. Wine of South Africa. Where is it? I should have known this, really. Shouldn't I? Where is it produced? Oh, it's produced in Stellenbosch. So they tend to know about their wines. They go to university and then they drink wine. That's what Stellenbosch people do. Yeah, 14% alcohol by volume. You would think that's quite standard. I'm not going to actually drink much more of this. I'm going to sip it and then I'll probably not have much more, because it's quite nice, but it's quite rich. I think it's quite rich, and it's not the kind of thing I would just drink on a midweek night, because it's not. It's quite heavy. It's lovely. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. But I think little bits in the right time is what this wine needs. It's not the kind of wine that you're going to just go glug, 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 and all of a sudden, you know, you and three mates have finished 4.5 bottles or something like that. You know, it's worth more than that. It's worth savouring, and it's very good. I don't know how much it costs. It could be really cheap, and I could be giving it a really good review, because I am giving it an 8.5 out of 10 at the very least. It's not quite in my league of where I would consider really nice wines that I like my Dimas Fontaines, you know, the Malbecs and other things, but this is quite nice. And I'll find out just now how much it costs, and then I'll be like, that's nice. Or I'll be like, oh, shit, I really got a treat here, didn't I? You know, just depends which happens. I have no idea what it costs. I'm gonna guess, just by the taste and the flavour, because I have no idea. And this is a product actually built. It's exclusively done for Pick and Pay. So it's not exactly going to be in the high class end of the wine market. So I'm thinking it's going to be middle of the road. It's going to be, you know, it's not going to be a 40-rand bottle of wine. It's not going to be an 80-rand bottle of wine. It's not going to be a 120-rand bottle of wine. I would put it between 180 and a 230 to 230 rand bottle of wine. That's what I would put it at, just by its taste alone. By comparing it to other wines in that similar price range, I might be wrong. I might be surprised. Maybe we should find out. Let's go have a look. Should we go have a look? I think we should. Let's go on the interwebs and find out. Yes, I know all about that stuff. Let's go. Sharks. I might be pleasantly surprised as to how not expensive this is, but who knows? And I'm not going to be calling Roxy out for being a cheapskate because she bought me a cheap bottle of wine. I'm not going to be doing that at all, of course. What I'm doing is just reviewing it with the most honest opinion that I possibly can. And I've just got a brand new laptop, so it doesn't even know what my Wi-Fi password is yet, so that's hilariously funny. Oh, there you go. Oh, hello. Hello. Was I really wrong? Was I really that wrong? I couldn't have been that wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay, no, I'm not that wrong. I saw prices of like stuff going into the like 400s, 500s, but that's for a case of 6. It's actually incredibly reasonably priced. I would have paid a lot more money for this quite happily if I were at a wine function, something like that, and I didn't know the wine from a bar of soap. I would have been quite happy to pay what I said, in the region of 230, 240 rand. It's 70 rand a bottle. That's in the region where Dimmersfontein Pinotage started out in its early days, in the 2011 vintage, when it was like the cult wine. Yeah, that was the wine that was great for its price, and it became a total cult because of that coffee pinotage thing that was happening over the years. Of course, this is Merlot. I'm quite surprised at the price of that. That's fantastic. And it's not about the price, it's about the quality. And this is quality. Definitely worth a buy. Jacques Stettler Merlot. That's going to be a Christmas wine that I'm going to be buying for the family table, 100%.